epilogue of One Life next. Monday through Friday's episodes in a row. SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps.
Your buddies at the Bureau said they'd send us an actual print if we needed one, but that's not going to be necessary. That's Dorian, without a doubt. Now, question is, what the hell was she doing in Puerto Rico at the funeral of a major drug kingpin?
Feds say this guy Santi, he must have stashed at least $100 million before he got whacked. Nobody knows where. You think maybe Dorian knows where that money is?
2 turns counterclockwise. Stop. Unfine.
Well, don't quit there.
That's right, a helicopter crash right outside of Pine Valley. Just give me more info on that. All right, thanks.
Kevin, what are you doing?
Well, I'm sorry. I know you asked me to stop checking on your brother, but look at this. The Banner Sun ran the same story, not in as much detail.
I hope you don't blame Paul for this. He was transporting people who needed help. That's his job.
Yeah, well, one of those people lost their newborn baby in that accident, the same day that we had our baby.
This has nothing to do with us.
But it does. Don't you see?
No, I don't see. I don't know what you're talking about.
We could have lost Ace that day. You went into early labor, out there on that farm, all by yourself. Look, I know it's too awful to even think about, but those parents are going through the same thing. And if Paul had anything to do with that, well, I have to find out. Let's talk babies.
I think you owe me another beer.
I'll buy you beer. Stop blackmailing Kelly.
Now, why would I do that to her, huh? Kelly's my sister.
Bianca Montgomery's baby didn't die in that chopper crash either. Now, why don't you tell me everything that happened between that crash and the time you gave that baby to Kelly?
How about this? How about I tell you nothing? Kelly got the baby she needed. Kevin thinks it's his. End of story.
Wrong. You blackmailed Kelly. And she lifted company funds to pay you off. Now Kevin's getting very curious.
Well, yeah. Because you tried to frame him in that scummy newspaper.
Here's the bottom line. Kevin thinks you have something on Kelly. And if you keep sniffing around, this whole thing is gonna blow up in our faces, okay? So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna give me a play-by-play of that day, starting with, how you convinced Bianca Montgomery that her baby was dead. And then you're gonna stay the hell away from Kelly, okay?
Kevin, please. Please leave Paul alone.
Hey, I don't want him to hurt you.
He's not gonna hurt me. He's my brother.
He's trouble, is what he is. The FBI was after him for that stuff in San Diego. He's been involved in organized crime. Who knows what he's up to now?
Maybe nothing. Have you thought of that?
Well, not the way he's acting, I haven't.
Look, he was very upset about that chopper crash. If you keep on this, it's just gonna make things worse.
I'm sorry, he's trouble.
He's family.
The only thing he apparently wants from his family is their money.
Kevin, things are going so well for us right now. We have Ace. I don't want to shut my brother out of that.
What, because he has something on you?
No, my God, where do you get this? We're happy, aren't we? I mean, aren't we? We're happy. Why is it so hard to understand that I would want to share that with my brother?
I suppose you're right. We've been through some hard times.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I want these to be the good times.
Look, I just love you two so much. Can't help it. I'm gonna protect my family.
I want you to. I love it when you do that. You know, the one you should be protecting is Asa. He's the one who needs help right now.
Right. Yeah. Evangeline wants to talk to Grandpa and me about the charges that are up against him.
Yeah, you should be focusing on him, not Paul.
You're right. Yeah. I gotta go.
Okay,
I'll see you.
I love you.
I just gotta get dinner done for Mom, then I can go out. And Renee's coming over later. What are you doing tonight?
Not much.
Well, a couple of us girls are gonna go to this new place called The Hookup. You can come with if you want.
Yeah, who's going?
Well, I'm going. And, Marcy, and, Jen.
Jen, no. No, thank you. I just don't think I have another fight left in me.
Did something happen between you and Paul?
Why?
I don't know. It's just I heard at Rhodey's that you two took off to Atlantic City in a helicopter.
Well, that must have been where John heard it.
Well, he was the one that told us. Did he find you guys?
Yeah.
And what did he do? What's going on? Can we not talk about John, please?
Two turns, counterclockwise, stop on 5.
Counted.
Then what?
Stop. On.
Yeah, got the stop on 5 part. What's next?
Snack. David.
Hey.
What are you up to? What are you up to? Let me see.
No, it's just I had a brainstorm for craze. I just wanted to jot down an
Read it
idea
to
before
me.
I
Come
forgot.
on,
No,
I wanna
you
hear
can't
all.
contribute. I'll be accused of plagiarism. It's nothing for you to worry your beautiful head over. So, just out of curiosity, what were you dreaming about? Huh?
I don't remember.
Huh? No. You sure it wasn't about El Toro Santi's millions and millions of dollars?
And why would it be?
That smile on your face. That better be about the money and not him.
Oh, really, David? I knew him for all of 5 minutes.
Wonder where he stashed it. Any ideas?
No. I have absolutely no idea. Why would I?
If you did know, you'd tell me, right?
Yes. If I knew, I would.
Still, it sure would be nice to get our hands on that chunk of change, wouldn't it?
Who is it? Are you in there? Just a moment, darling. What's going on?
Don't mind us. We're just turning in for the night.
Well, what do you want, darling?
I found this downstairs. It's all about this man named Manuel Santi, a drug dealer they called El Toro. See my father?
I can't tell if Dorian's upset about this guy Santi dying or not.
Well, knowing Dorian, she's probably after the 100 million.
You know what? I'd like to have a better look at this woman who's with her, you know? Hey, take a look at this. Have a look at that bracelet.
You look like you've been to a funeral.
I have. Adriana's father.
It's kind of distinctive, wouldn't you say? Maybe it's local. You ever seen a bracelet like that before? It's frustrating, you know? Every time we always have half the information. We have one photo when we need three. What are we supposed to do with something like that?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Something you want to talk about?
Besides this case, there's nothing to talk about.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna go pick up some takeout. Anything I can get you?
No, I'm not hungry.
You're worried about Natalie flying off with Kramer to Atlantic City, right? Right. You got my cell phone if you need me.
Now you're mad at me?
No. No, but Caitlin will always be a part of me. I'm never gonna be a blank slate again.
I noticed that you took off your wedding ring.
I'm trying to move on.
Well, it's good. It's good that you're making the effort.
And I think that I think he's trying too. I don't think that he can.
Which brings us to Paul Kramer.
Yeah, well, everybody's got a past, including Antonio.
Yeah, but he turned his life around.
You're lucky to have him.
Yeah, I really am.
So, tell me, why are you going out with Marcy and my good old pal Jen instead of Antonio?
He's working. Again?
Big case?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just that nobody at the station is pulling all-nighters. It's just him.
It's not like he's cheating or anything. Jess. Hey. You don't really think that, do you?
No, I don't. It's just that I overheard RJ giving Evangeline a hard time about spending too much time with Antonio. So.
Maybe he's doing some PI work for her again.
Well, why?
Money?
I don't understand why he wouldn't tell me. He always has before.
You know what? I know what it is. He's probably doing some big top secret case for Uncle Bo. It's no big deal.
What does it have to do with Evangeline?
You know, I'd feel a lot better discussing your case in my office, Mr. Buchanan.
Come on, counselor. At least if I'm gonna talk, let me have a bourbon and branch water in my hand. Hmm?
It's a lot more serious than you think, Grandpa.
Forgot your drink.
All right, look. We both did stuff we shouldn't have to get Kelly.
I want
baby.
specifics.
Well, you're not gonna get them. You already know too much.
I don't know. I'll find out myself.
All right, you know what? Wait. All right. I'll tell you what you want to know. But you're gonna give me 100,000.
I think so.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'll even throw in a bonus. I'll leave town, huh?
Never come back?
Can't think of anything better.
You running from something, Paul?
It's none of your damn business, is it? That's the deal.
You screw up Kelly's life with Kevin, I'm gonna bury you.
You go ahead and try. You get it.
Yeah, I'll have a shot of bourbon and 2 Louis trays, please.
I'll have a beer.
So what have you got going with Kelly's brother?
Why on earth would you think a gangster like this would be your father?
Why on earth would you have a Puerto Rican newspaper that's all about him?
David is researching an article on him. Aren't you, David?
That's right. Puerto Rico is muy caliente. And I'm not just talking about the weather.
Fine. You won't tell me? I'll find out on my own.
Adriana, wait a minute, please. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't want you to know.
This article says he did all kinds of horrible things. He ran drugs. He killed people. How could you marry someone like that?
I didn't know that at the time I met him. I really didn't. I mean, your father could be an absolutely charming man. Wonderful, really.
I don't want to hear it.
Unless, of course, he turned on you.
Is that what happened to you? He turned on you?
Darling, you don't need to know. In fact, the less you know, the better off you'll be.
But he's dead. He can't hurt me.
Even though he's dead, he could hurt you.
Adriana, you here?
Yeah, River, I'm up here.
Oh, heck. Bring some chips and dip. We'll call it a party. Is there a problem?
Yeah, this man, this drug dealer they call El Toro, is my father, and I'd like to know more about him, but my mother won't tell me.
She doesn't need to know any more than that. I can't.
Me
tell
estás mintiendo. Yo sé que estás mintiendo. You're lying to me, Dorian.
I don't really read Spanish, but I think this says $100 million.
Yeah, they think that they hid that before he died.
Should have known there was money involved.
I certainly do not know anything about it, River.
Come on.
Yeah, I want to talk to Carlota. She'll be honest with me.
So you really don't know anything about your charming, wonderful husband's millions of dollars, huh?
If I did know, I would tell you. Wouldn't I?
I think we're at the point in our relationship where we can bear all. Taking a shower. You're welcome to join.
Carlota, it's Dorian. Is something wrong? Adriana's on her way over. She found out that Manuel is her father. She wanted answers, but I didn't give her any. It's vital that you do the same.
You are not that other woman's baby. You are my child. You are my child. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Then you better keep Todd Manning away from me.
How did you get in here?
The maid, I am your brother, Kelly. And I mean it. You better tell Manning to back off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's been making all kinds of threats.
Look, forget Todd. You said you got me this baby from a woman who didn't want him. Was that true, or did you steal him?
Now, where would you get that idea, Kelly?
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. This is the Pine Valley newspaper. It says that Bianca Montgomery's child was lost and drowned. Now, is that true, or did you steal it? Is this her child?
Okay. You want to know what Paul and I were talking about? We were plotting your downfall.
Really? What'd you have planned?
Kevin, I'm serious. There's nothing I want more than for you and Kelly and Ace to have a nice, happy life together.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost just lost my little daughter, Star. I don't know if you knew that or not. It was really hell, and I just wouldn't wish that on anybody, even you.
Gee, thanks, Todd. Really. Thanks for thinking of me.
Get the hell out of my face.
Could I,
I'm gonna call my children and tell them I love them. Hey, honey. You having a good time with Mom and Jack? Good. Well, I miss you too. All of you.
John.
Hey, bad time?
No, come on in.
How you doing?
Okay, I'm just bringing my mom up for dinner.
she all right?
She's pretty wiped out after her angiogram, but hopefully it'll tell us more about what's going on with her. See you guys later. What do you want?
Kind of left things up in the air.
Yeah.
You were right about me. You know, I haven't really got over losing Caitlin. But I also can't pretend last night didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Not for you.
I'm feeling things again. Things I haven't felt since Caitlin. And I just need to know if you're willing to hang in there with me.
Hey, Antonio, I thought you were working tonight.
I want answers, Mommy. Why didn't you tell me the funeral you went to was in Puerto Rico and that it was for a major drug trafficker?
What?
The funeral, Mommy! Puerto Rico, I want the truth! What was Manuel Santi to you?
Look, I realize I have no right to ask you to wait.
You can ask. I just don't know that I can.
I understand. I hurt you. I didn't mean to.
I'm not mad at you, John. I mean, come on. How could I be? It was so hard for me losing Christian. You know, and it took me a long time to finally let go. So I know more than anyone what it's like. You're just not there.
So how'd you do it, Natalie? I want to know.
I will always love Christian. I mean, I never thought that I could ever feel that way again. See, for you, Caitlin, she's still here. Just like she was last night in your room. I'm sorry, I can't wait around for something that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I have to go check on my mom.
Who was he, Mommy? It's Manuel Santi. Who was he?
Told you I went with Dorian.
Yeah. You told me he was Adriana's father and that Dorian was married to him many years ago, but you didn't say he was Manuel Santi.
Well, you didn't ask me.
What about when I heard you praying for Manny's soul and you said he was just your friend's husband?
Well, I do consider Dorian a friend, and he was her husband. And besides, there are many other men in...
Stop it, Manuel! Stop it, okay? Stop it. The FBI sent us a picture, Mommy. A picture of Santi's funeral. It was Dorian. There was a woman standing next to her. Couldn't see her face, but you know what? I could see a bracelet. A bracelet just like the one you're wearing now. My guess is you knew him too. What was he to you?
Nobody. He was just Dorian's husband. I saw him a few times when I was with her in Mendora. But Dorian was upset about going to the funeral, and then she wanted someone to go with her, so I went.
Why would she be so upset? And why would she go to a funeral of a guy who dropped out of her life over 16 years ago?
Well, you're gonna have to ask her.
Who was he, Mommy? It's Manuel Santi. Who was he?
Told you I went with Dorian.
Yeah. You told me he was Adriana's father and that Dorian was married to him many years ago, but you didn't say he was Manuel Santi.
Well, you didn't ask me.
What about when I heard you praying for Manny's soul and you said he was just your friend's husband?
Well, I do consider Dorian a friend, and he was her husband. And besides, there are many other men in...
Stop it, Manuel! Stop it, okay? Stop it. The FBI sent us a picture, Mommy. A picture of Santi's funeral. It was Dorian. There was a woman standing next to her. Couldn't see your face, but you know what? I could see a bracelet. A bracelet just like the one you're wearing now. My guess is you knew him too. What was he to you?
Nobody. He was just Dorian's husband. I saw him a few times when I was with her in Mendora. But Dorian was upset about going to the funeral, and then she wanted someone to go with her, so I went.
Why would she be so upset? And why would she go to a funeral of a guy who dropped out of her life over 16 years ago?
Well, you're gonna have to ask her that yourself.
I will.
I don't know what Todd's up to. If he's teaming up with Paul Kramer, something rotten's going on.
That's not Todd Manning. Doesn't even look like him. Manny had a scar from here to here.
Todd had plastic surgery, remember? He got rid of his scar. He changed his whole look.
I know that. I was just kind of testing you.
You okay?
I will be. Once Evangeline here gets those charges against me dropped.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need a little bit more cooperation from you, Mr. Buchanan.
I'm not doing anything with Manning or whatever the hell he calls himself. And if he's getting involved with Paul Kramer, he better do something about it.
Well, I'm trying. Kelly doesn't want me digging into her brother's life.
Who the hell said you have to do any digging? It's already been done. If you want that information, I will tell you where it is.
Is this the baby that Bianca Montgomery thinks she lost?
Kelly, why would you think that?
I don't know, Paul. Maybe it's because this crash happened on the same day that you found me a child.
Oh, right. So my helicopter crashes, I nearly kill myself, and I'm thinking, wow, you know, Kelly needs a baby, so I'll just grab this one, huh? I mean, God, Kelly, for your information, Bianca Montgomery had a little baby girl that night.
I'm sorry. It's just I just thought with the timing of everything and...
Kelly, I had this whole thing planned out with that unwed mother before the crash even happened. I mean, if there's a coincidence, it's just because she had the baby on the same day. I mean, God, I thought I was doing some good here. I thought I was helping a mother out who needed a family for her baby. I thought I was helping you out. I thought I was helping Ace out.
You were. I love him so much, I don't know what I would do if I lost him.
Well, then you better put a leash on Manny.
I can't do anything about Todd. I didn't send him after you. I can't control him.
Well, you better try. Because you're gonna lose Kevin, and you're gonna lose the baby, too.
What if I can't stop him, huh? I won't just lose Ace. I'll lose Kevin. I'll lose everything.
Kelly, I didn't mean to upset you like this. We'll figure out something with Manning, okay? Oh, hell, I gotta take this to the hospital. Listen, I have just as much at risk here as you do. But Manning, I mean, he's got nothing to lose, which makes him very, very dangerous.
That's not true. He doesn't want this to blow up any more than we do. It's Kevin. Kevin is the one I'm worried about. I've got to get him to stop checking you out.
Let him check as much as he wants. I've covered my tracks so deep he'll never figure it out.
I'd appreciate it if you call me back as fast as possible. Thanks.
All right, let's go over your testimony, Mr. Buchanan. Mr. Buchanan, have you heard anything I just said?
Did you get a hold of that in Chandler?
I left a message.
He's an old pal of mine. If he has anything on that Kramer kid, he'll let you know.
Oh, that's what I'm counting on.
I know this criminal Manuel Santi was my father.
Dorian already admitted it to us.
But he won't tell me anything about him, so you're going to.
Oh, man, what, are you spying on us? Did Dorian pay you?
I come here for the ostrich burger. Rare, lots of mayo. Over here.
Please, Madrina, you have to tell me everything you know about him.
Manuel Santi was a very cruel man, a dangerous man. And he had so much power, and all he used it for was evil. And that's all I have to say about him.
I didn't know that you knew him so well.
Well enough to know that all he did was bring pain and shame on everyone around him. Look, and all you need to know that even in his death, all he can do is bring you hurt. So don't ask any more questions about him.
I have to admit, Coulson seems to be coming down pretty hard on these.
Well, maybe somebody's putting the heat on Coulson.
Yeah, just let me at him.
Okay, that's it. No more threats, or you're gonna end up in jail.
Meaning? Hey, sir.
You look weird. Where's the scar?
It's right here. Oh, my God. Somebody must have stolen it.
Grandpa, we just talked about this.
So why would your mom go to Puerto Rico to some drug lord's funeral?
Well, she said she was doing it as a favor to Dorian. But it turns out the guy was Adriana's father. Dorian's ex.
You're kidding me.
I wish I were.
So you obviously think there's something more to this.
Well, I can't be sure, but she's acting like it. You know, she asked me once if I would think less of her if I found out that she was keeping some kind of dark secret from me.
Well, doesn't she know that you wouldn't? I mean, if you love somebody, I can tell you anything. Anyways, I'm going out tonight with Marcy and Jen. I just came by to tell you. We're not gonna be out too late, but yeah, I hope that you're not working all night either.
Oh, I hope not to. Vega.
We need to get over to the hookup in about an hour. It looks like it's gonna be another all-nighter. I'm sorry.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm here at Capricorn. Do you want to meet me here to go over the details?
I'll be right over.
Looks like another all-nighter.
Yeah, it can't be helped.
Police business is like that sometimes.
Thanks for understanding.
No problem.
Be safe and have fun, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to want to move some of my daughter's money. I'll tell you what, I'll call you back in the morning.
There you are.
What is that?
Oh, that?
Yes? How did you get this?
It's a... Oh, hell, you said it in your sleep, okay?
I did?
Yeah, you did. Now, what is the rest of it?
That's the problem. I don't know. Anyway,
You
never
don't
mind
know?
about... Stop! Okay, where did you run off to?
Well, I thought one of us better keep an eye on Carlota and make sure she wasn't saying any more to Adriana than we wanted her to.
And did she?
Carlota's lips are hermetically sealed, but her emotions ran amok. And I wonder why. I mean, Adriana isn't really her daughter. Unless you're not really Adriana's mother after all.
That's a triple scam. I'm not that good.
Of course you're that good. But it doesn't explain the close relationship that you and Carlota have always shared.
Carlota is was a very trusted, reliable employee for many years.
Yeah, but you two together, it's almost like your family. Like she's your wicked half-stepsister or something.
Carlota, my wicked half-stepsister, David.
Just a thought.
A very paranoid one. I'll be in the shower.
Adriana, don't you see what I'm telling you is for your own good?
How is she supposed to understand when nobody tells her anything? I mean, the Santee guy is dead. What can he possibly do to her?
You know, sometimes you just have to trust and believe that it's true without knowing all the gory details.
What, is this some sort of curse if we talk about him?
No. They just don't want me to know anything about him.
I'm sorry, honey.
All right, look. Carlotta and Dorian can ask you to trust them all they want, but if you really want the truth, really, I'm gonna help you out.
Hey, Jimmy. Do you know if Paul Kramer's been around tonight? That medevac pilot?
I know him. He was here a while ago. Why?
Just wondering, no biggie. Hi, I was wondering if Paul Kramer's on duty tonight? He went to Atlantic City again. Okay. Thanks.
Glad Natalie's gone. Jessica has enough questions as it is.
Well, I'm hoping we can wrap things up soon.
Yeah, well, if I'm gonna get over to the hookup, I better get going.
Do you have all the information you need for tonight?
Yeah, it's gonna help a lot. I'll see you.
See ya.
Hey.
Hey. I want to know what's going on between you and my fiance. So Asa didn't recognize Todd?
No, it was really weird. I mean, he tried to cover, but have you ever noticed him being forgetful like that?
No, not really.
Yeah, you know, it's probably nothing.
Do you think that's why he pulled the gun on that reporter?
Oh, no, that's just prime Asa. You know, it's just too bad that no one gets to see what a pushover he is for his great-grandson.
I think I'm gonna go check on Ace.
Well, before you do, I just want you to know how happy you and that little guy make me.
Keep telling me that. Just keep saying that over and over again.
Why don't we go upstairs and see him? Okay. You know what I think? I think that he's the best of both of us.
It's just gonna keep getting better.
That's right. Come on. Oh, I'll get that. I'll meet you up in the nursery.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, this is Kevin Buchanan. Oh, thanks for getting back so fast, Mr. Chandler. Listen, I know you're in Pine Valley, but my grandfather thinks he might know something about this medevac pilot here in Lambview. His name's Paul Kramer.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life.
On the next One Life to Live.
This is the third hang-up we've had since you got back from the hospital.
I'm not letting you leave here until you tell me what the problem really is. She thinks that I'm never gonna get over Caitlin.
Is she right? John and I are history. What do I have to do to prove it?
Catch a Ewing reunion on Soap Talk, followed by a special 90-minute Dallas episode, Thursday, May 27th at 5, only on SoapNet.